multiple prospects on the card. Again, something for everyone. And if you're in the area, msg.com, tickets on sale right this second. So go snatch them up. It's going to be quite the scene. It's going to be theater at its finest right here at the world's most famous arena. We're going to square these gentlemen off. And of course, Amanda's going to get her time in the sun as well. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you for watching. August 6th, we'll see you at the Mecca.
All right. Hold on. We got a lot to talk about. Let's let the fighters face off first. And hopefully it's not going to be no fisticuffs. Actually, I want fisticuffs. And tell all those motherfuckers to sit down. They're supposed to sit down when there's a face-off. Where's Kelly Swanson when you need her? Sit down! Everybody back up! The cameras are in the back. Move, move! So yeah, well, what did we learn? The fight's going to take place at 200 pounds. It is a 10-pound rehydration clause. There is some sparring footage that they've been talking about that I want them to release. And apparently, from what I'm gathering from it, Hasim Rahman Jr. was getting the best of Jake Paul in sparring, but he's a southpaw fighter that was told not to fight southpaw. Is he southpaw? I don't know. There's some things that went on in the sparring that I would like to hear about. It seems. Let me turn that down. Actually, no. Let me turn it up in case they talk during the face-off. They're playing some music, but I want to see if they're going to talk some shit to each other. This is what they're playing. By the way, thanks for watching. Let's go full screen. So it's 200 pounds, and it's a rehydration clause of 10 pounds. The lowest Hasim Rahman Jr. has ever weighed in was 211. His last fight was at 224. We're going to show you a clip of that. That was in April of this year. He weighed in at 224. April 30th, 29th, excuse me. The highest he's been has been 269. That was back in February of 2021. I'm guessing he put on all that shit, all that weight during COVID. You know, like all of us, including myself. But Jake Paul's team, including his brother, did not want him to take this fight. But Jake Paul wants to fight an actual boxer. And he said on ESPN earlier today that fighting guys like NBA players and all that shit, celebrity shit is done. He wants to be a 175-pound champion in the next 2 years. But if you really think about it, this is fully the official start of his professional boxing career. He's actually fighting a professional boxer with over 100 amateur fights. He's 12-1 with 6 KOs. He's listed at 6'3". And once again, for the most part, he's weighed in throughout his career around 230 or so. So overall, he's a big dude. Amanda Serrano's going to be taking on a Brenda Carabajal. You're going to have Brandon Lee taking on Aston Sylvie, if I'm pronouncing his name correct. And yeah.
No one in the history of boxing has done what I've done at this age.
Oh, wait, that music might get me copyrighted. So let's all right, so let's do some quick predictions real quick. And since you're here, it would be great if you can take your time out and like the video while we're here. But let's do some quick predictions really quickly. Now, let me show you this clip here of Hasim Rahman Jr. getting stopped this April. Excuse me, April the 30th, he fought. April the 29th, he fought a James Mackenzie Morrison, who is 19-0-2. This was in Vegas. And according to the cards, Rahman Jr. was up 40-36 on all 3 cards. Here's the guy he got knocked out by 20-0-2 with 18 KOs. Heavyweight, is he ranked anywhere? Anybody ever heard of James Mackenzie Morrison? And overall, looking at Hasim Rahman's resume overall, what do you see? You know, once he stepped up in competition, he got his ass stopped. You see what I'm saying? A 5-18, 4-2-2, 1-9, 1-8, 5-3, 3-19, 26 and 21, 4 and 15. Where's that man's family? He needs to hang him up. You know, does anyone care about him? And here is a clip of when he was stopped this April. I can't believe I'm not subscribed to Batman. Tripping. I thought I was. This must be a new channel. Well, anyway, let's show you this clip of him getting stopped. And it's a kind of a bizarre stoppage. And it's the type of stoppage that make me think that Jake Paul might win. Because from what I was looking at, I was skimming through this fight earlier. And what I was looking at is like, he's slow and easy to hit. And you know, Jake Paul's got that dynamite overhand right. That shit will put you down, like, and put you to sleep. You know, and for him to get stopped and buzzed, let me let this clip play through. Let this clip play through. So this was his last fight where he weighed in at 224 pounds. By the way, I'm going to be back today at 6 p.m. Eastern. So watch this. Now, you see that right there, but look, what is he doing right here? You see this? What is he doing right here? Is he waiting for the punch? Like, is it like, what, this is like, listen, I ain't saying nothing. And I don't like to call fix his own fight, but that shit looks suspect. That shit don't look suspect to you? Or choreographed? Oh, no, dog. Listen. I'm gonna let you, the people, decide. So this is his last fight. I'm gonna let you, the people, decide. Like, it looks like he was waiting to get hit. And was like, oh shit, I missed the choreography. Let me go, and fall on my face. Or maybe he just was buzzed from this first punch right here. Like this one, boom. Like you think he was like, oh shit, like kind of like out on his feet maybe. But then he didn't get hit. And then he just fought like, like, are we not supposed to talk about that? Like, are we not supposed to talk about that? Like, we got, now this right here, he did eat a mean ass uppercut. You think he was frozen? You think he turned to stone like that? Because that first punch did. Let's go back one more time and look at it. Bachman Sr. had the tape on his glove come off in the last round. Let's go look at this. I mean, I'm just saying. Shit look a little sus. Oh no, bros. And this is not TstreeT conspiracy. Didn't look like a die. He did, yeah. It looked like he maybe was a delayed reaction. Because he ate 2 big punches. One more time before we go back and look at the face-off again. He ate 2 big punches. He was waiting for the ref. Because look, now you see, and look what his right hand is going to come from. In fact, let's go slow motion. Let's go slow motion. Like, he going to eat that doom. One more time for the people. Okay, that kind of grazed him a little bit. Boom, okay. You see that going down. I don't know. Okay, so now look at this shit right here. So what the hell's going on? Like, is he waiting for another punch or is he just frozen? And that misses. So is he off balance here? And then look how the trajectory, his legs give out on him. Okay, see right there, you can't really fake that right there. You see how his legs like kind of like left under him? Yeah, I think I'm taking away my fix claim. I don't think that's a dive. I think he just was fucked up from that first punch. I think he just was fucked up down there. And let's go to the stoppage. Now, this uppercut was mean. How does saying go? Meated in 2 fat chicks fighting over a plate of pork chops and beans. Or pork chops and greens, I think. Something like that. Now, look at this uppercut. Now, he's saying this was an early stoppage. It was the first loss of his career. This was back on April the 29th of this year in Las Vegas. Okay, he got touched up with that jab. Okay, the pawing, and now he's going to yank that joint back. You see, he tried to pull the gloves down a little bit. And he's saying it's an early stoppage. But I don't know, guys. Y'all think Jake Paul gonna win? Let's go back and replay. You know, it's clearly something that they see, you know, in Rahman Jr. that like, yo, we can beat him. And also they've been sparring with him. You know, so it's definitely something, you know, that they're seeing there. Here, let's go back and go full screen for the face-off. Okay, well, here we go. Type 1 in the chat if you think Jake Paul's going to win. Type 2 in the chat if you think Hasim Rahman is going to win. I wonder what the price is going to be. It's going to be on pay-per-view. And somebody did say that they feel that they're going to try to sell Spence Crawford through this pay-per-view, which makes sense. Tuesday, Thursdays, and Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern, I do a full-fledged boxing show. For example, I'm going to be live today at 6 p.m. It's Tuesday right now, for those who don't know, if you're watching us later on. Tuesday, July the 12th. So I'm going to be live today at 6 p.m. Eastern, talking the news of the week and the weekend, what we know so far. For example, going over Mark Maxeo versus Ray Vargas. I forgot what the topics are. What else happened? It's Ryan Garcia, Javier Fortuna fight week. And then it's something else I forgot. But there's a 10-pound rehydration clause. In his last fight, Rahman Jr. weighed in at 224. He's been as high as 269. That was in 2021. And overall, his average weight seems to be about 225 pounds, 230 or so. It's going to be $49.99. Makes sense. That's what the last two Paul pay-per-views were, right? And also remember, September the 4th, we also have on pay-per-view, PBC on Fox, Andy Ruiz versus Luis Ortiz. Oh, one more time. I didn't go full screen. My bad. But he's saying that he's got the lowest pay of all of the Jake Paul fighters that he's fought, and he's trying to negotiate a bigger payday. And hopefully somebody releases the sparring footage, because it looks like to me there's some things in the sparring footage that Jake Paul doesn't want us to see. But remember, Jake Paul's is a salesman. You know, everything is intentional. Even, you know, like all the trash talk, it's all intentional. For example, they had already purchased the handle, not purchased, but made the handle of "I let my dad down." So he was trying to bet Rahman Jr. that if he lost, he would change his social media platforms handles to "I let my dad down." Hasim Rahman Sr., who was also there as well. But, you know, I mean, I'm hyped for the main event. And to be honest, to me, I think this is a better fight than Huey Fury. I mean, not Huey Fury, Tommy Fury, because I think that Tommy Fury is just not that good. That's just me. Yeah, I don't think he's that good. Also, in other news, according to Eddie Hearn, he was on Ariel Helwani's show about a week and a half ago. And basically, Amanda Serrano and her team didn't want the Katie Taylor rematch right now. And that's understandable, because if she were to lose, you know, then, you know, so they want to get her a win, build her back up, and then revisit it in the future. But there's some rumors going around that Katie Taylor is trying to get a fight with Chris Cyborg. You know, so that's pretty crazy. But yeah, so we're getting Amanda Serrano versus a Brenda Carabajal. And they're trying to build her back up for when she fights, you know, Katie Taylor in an eventual rematch, or whoever she's going to find. Having his dad on the stage, daddy, like you say, like on the stage was such a bad look. I don't know why. You know, his pop being there with him, you know, and also remember, they're trying to sell this pay-per-view. So, you know, if you're the promoter or putting this thing together, I'm like, yo, like, you know, see if your dad want to show up, get him on the stage too.